Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Grand Theft Auto 4. I'm the mysterious JG, and it's time for us to pursue a homosexual relationship, basically murdering this guy, actually, with French Tom. He's a hustler, and he's hot. Sweetie, I'll tell you about me when and if we go on a date. If I reply to you, you're going to love what you see, trust me. Chances are, though, you're a fat, desperate old guy who can only afford to eat a burger shot. Guess what? If that's you, French Tom is going to say, bon voyage. I like money and I like to find muscles. Like celebrities being fabulous, getting pampered, singing along to burlesque musicals, the usual stuff. I've heard a lot of people talking about this whole work thing. It really doesn't sound like my scene. I'm not going to lie. I want a free ride. I figure that going out with you is probably not going to be hard work, so why don't you pay me a salary to do it? It'll be worth your while. Dislikes people who are financially challenged, members of the fat liberation movement, or aesthetically inferior. That's poor people, fat people, and ugly people in American. You get the picture. If you want to get with me, you better have the looks and the dollars to bag it up. Yeah, he sounds like a real good guy. Oscar Wilde. He doesn't like pushy women who want things from you that might just be too tired to give them because you've been at the library all day, and besides, you're not a damn robot. Media studies grad student. Who enjoys watching gladiator movies. Okay, so this is, I think the joke here is that this guy is got a lot of, I like actors who stand up for their own heterosexuality without being thought of as some gay, paranoid midget. Yeah, so the joke here being that this guy is gay and in denial. Very funny. Meanwhile, I believe after we do this, new people open up that we can date. Because eventually they're like none of the women who are currently available will respond, or they will respond in the negative if we try to date them. Um, Allow some time for French Tom to check love meet and email you his reply. Well, that's the problem with these games that are they're playing around with social media stuff, but it's a video game. Like I don't want to leave time for him to. I want to move on with the storyline, and it's not real life. So it's a gameplay mechanic that's realistic but not particularly fun. At any rate, what we will do then is we'll do the next mission that has nothing to do with this plot line, and then we will. Oh, see, we're wearing a helmet. We're very responsible. I mean, sure, we stole this motorcycle for some guys who weren't wearing helmets, but Nico carries a motorcycle helmet with him at all times. And I do appreciate the notion that Rockstar is being responsible here, when the game is about going around recklessly murdering like people all over the place. That's what the series is about. Okay, it's not what it's a big part of the series.
Alright, man. If you want my advice, the only way you're going to get your balls back to normal is if you stop juicing or you get implants.
How many times I have to tell you, homie, my balls are golden, okay? I want to talk to you about Roman. He's got a problem. He's gambling like an animal. Online, in clubs, everywhere. You need to control your cousin, bro.
Roman's a grown-up. He can look after himself, Bruce.
He kind of can't.
He's involved with serious cat, homie. Even people I might think twice about dealing with. And I'm one dangerous motherfucker, okay? Put him in Gamblers Anonymous or something. Started thinking he's more interested in cards than chasing pussy. And that ain't cool. Is it?
Sure, Brucey. Thanks for the heads up.
So I'm pretty sure nothing comes of that conversation, and I'm not sure that I got it the first time I played through the game, but it's been years, and like I said, I was in this weird mode. I was playing big chunks of it with my sister was hanging out, just kind of hanging out and chatting and stuff, and like I might have missed Brucey's actually legitimately trying to be your friend here. He's a character it's very easy to make fun of, and I'm pretty sure in real life I would not be able to abide Brucey, who is like turned up to 10. Like there's not real people who act exactly like Brucey acts. But no, he's trying to help you out. He's trying to help Roman. The other thing is that scene with Roman, I'm pretty sure we can trigger that before we betray the Russians. I'm not positive. I think maybe we can. Because there's nothing in the tone of that scene from the last video where Brucie and Roman are setting up your gay dating profile for this hit. There's nothing in it that suggests that Roman is in any way, afraid the Russians are coming to kill him or familiar with the fact that the Russians just burned down his home. And it might be because it's kind of difficult to have emotional roller coasters. Like they've done that before in this game. We had a date with Roman. We went to play pool, and I'm pretty sure it should have been triggered earlier because it didn't take into account the fact that Roman was supposed to have been gut shot and recently in recovery from surgery at a secret underground hospital. So the game has a lot of stuff where, because it gives you some ability to do things in different orders, the tone of things doesn't always carry quite the way it should. They kind of address it a bit by having a scene earlier where Nico is yelling. He's angry at Roman because Roman had been yelling at us, lecturing us. And then, as we were driving to our new safe house. And then came back and was like, you know what? This isn't so bad. Everything's going to be fine. And Nico's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You were just screaming and thinking we were going to die, and now you're calm. But it's the best cover they have for the fact that Roman will just suddenly be okay when he shouldn't be okay, because he might be in a scene where the exact placement of the scene in the story isn't clear. So I like motorcycles in the GTA games. I'm getting used to playing Lost and Damned, where the motorcycle mechanics are very forgiving because you are a biker. So you can hit stuff where it's like, I really feel like I should have been knocked off the bike, but we're still okay. I think with Nico it'll be a little less forgiving. Regardless, let's throw it on a manual save. And we'll do a mission for Manny Escuela, I think his name is, but we haven't actually met him yet. This is like getting to the very, very, very end of where I was dicking around off screen playing this game. And maybe I shouldn't have been. Although now, if we start unlocking things like girlfriend through Love Find, who give you special bonuses if they are fully liking you, that might be a thing I could date girls off screen. The only one I remember dating the weird gun-loving lawyer girl in GTA San Andreas off screen. And there was enough amusing dialogue there that I felt kind of bad that you guys missed it, because you had no sense at all what her personality was supposed to be. But then her bonus ended up being something I hardly ever used, which is access to a couple of unusual weapons in her barn. Didn't get as much use out of it as I anticipated. And then I forgot, the last thing we did in San Andreas LP was meet the last girlfriend, whom I'd kind of forgotten about. So we never bothered to date her and get her bonus, but somehow we managed to win the game, go figure. Without taking advantage of every possible NPC-provided bonus. Okay, so here's the community center. Boy, this looks like... I don't have a lot of experience with inner city community centers, but I've seen community centers in slightly more suburban areas, and yeah, they always look kind of shitty to me. Escuela of the streets. 'Cause still got love for the streets.
This is the one, man. We're gonna get a really nice shot of them. It's gonna be beautiful. I mean, you taught them these moves, man.
No.
But we want to make sure that we see them. Okay. We want to see you.
Just
too.
film it, man.
Okay. Well, just keep looking at me, but stand over there. Okay.
You mean the air?
Yes. Very cool. Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go.
Beautiful. All right.
You ready for this?
Yes, I am. Turn this way, please. Turn this way.
5.
Yeah.
Oh
Six,
god, he's got the
7,
self-aggrandizing mural on the wall.
Let me see you work. This way.
Yes, good, perfect, cool.
So how do I look, man?
You look good.
Do I look gay?
No. It's very manly kind of dancing.
Okay, so here we go then. Yeah.
You know, you give me a lot of editing work to do with all these questions you're asking when I'm rolling.
Struggles, for real. You know what I'm saying? They gotta understand the struggles. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Nico.
Oh, I like her.
This
She's a
is
nice
my
character.
boyfriend's cousin, the guy I was telling you about, Nico.
Yeah, I'm trying to film a video, self-aggrandizing myself as a hero of the streets.
Business, now has a price on his head. Pretty good.
He's just setting me up with a gay profile, so... Oh, wait, never mind. You're not supposed to know about Brucie's murders.
Yeah. What's up, man?
He has me do.
This is the guy I told you about who beat up all those thugs and broke us.
Yeah, great. Listen, Melody, would you give us a little space, please?
All right.
Okay, yeah, great. So you know, streets take no prisoners, right? But, you know, kids need hope. You know what I'm saying?
Not really.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes it takes a mom.
Nico's trying to cover his face because he's a wanted man who's hiding from the mafia. It's not just he's wanted by the police, like the Russians want him dead, and he's now being, like, video recorded. And
With a street accomplice about cleaning up the streets
Yeah.
of Moab.
Turn that off.
Wait,
Criminals are trying to reform their neighborhood. Hey, please,
Hey, hold
what
on
are
a
you doing?
second.
Hey, Manny!
Sorry.
no explanation,
Okay,
though.
everyone, that'll be all for today. That was great. Thank you very much. That'll be all for today. Thanks a lot. What are you doing?
What were you saying?
We gotta get some of these dealers off the streets, man, you know? And I want him to know it was me, man.
Fine, just don't point the camera at me when you're doing it.
Well, it's my testimony, man. Look, brother, would you help, please? Look, I got money. I got money.
In which case, you've got help.
Good. All right. Hey, how's the camera?
It's not good.
What do you mean it's no good? Can
Just
you
don't
tape this?
even...
Okay. All right, okay, well, listen, look. Here's what we're doing. We're gonna get all these dealers
So-
off the streets, and we're gonna kick their ass. They're gonna go with me.
Yeah, we never really quite get to a point of understanding between these two characters. Oh, and I didn't mean to cut off Manny in the middle of dialogue there, but... Oh, man, my bike's gone. I was hoping we could go around riding, with Manny riding bitch. Yeah, we gotta clean up all this crime. Now, first thing we gotta do is jack a car.
Yo, get out of the way.
Oh, never mind, here's a bike. Okay. Yeah, so everything in that makes sense. Manny is introduced very efficiently as being a guy who is, quote, cleaning up the streets. But he's also trying to make himself some kind of cultural icon while he's doing it. He's maybe this is making fun of a real thing that was going on that I wasn't aware of at the time, but he is self-aggrandizing himself as this guy cleaning up the streets and making, helping the city and champion of the inner city and blah blah, but he wants to make sure there's a camera there while he's doing it. Okay, familiar with the idea of doing a good cause and making sure there's always a camera to show you doing that good while you're doing it. Understand that. Nico can't be seen on camera because it's partially about the police, but it's mostly about the fact that the Russian mob is looking for him. But there's no scene, there's no moment where Nico explains himself in any way. Not that maybe he trusts Manny immediately with like, hey, you need to know my secret, I'm hiding from the Russian mob, but he's just like, I wrecked your camera, sorry. And then we go straight to, let's go do a mission together, not, get the fuck out of here, asshole, you ruined my camera. You broke my camera, my entire deal is being videotaped doing good for the streets because I want to become the star.
She and your cousin is together now. I love that girl, man. I love her, man. Your cousin better not be messing with her head. She's gonna propose, right? You're gonna make an honest woman of her, right?
I think that's
Look, you're getting way ahead of the story.
Of Mallory's as it is Roman's. I don't know if he's grown up enough to make a good husband. What's it to you, anyway? I didn't know you and Mallory was that close.
Shit, man.
Well, you just
Manny's
met her.
close to everyone who grew up on the streets of South. The dealer and his drug wagon are up there. Pull up
Okay, well,
behind
I
and
guess
wait.
we don't get to see that dialogue.
Sure.
And change voting districts to keep minorities down.
So we don't get to see that dialogue, but or rather hear it
Don't worry. The
through to its
virtual court's
conclusion.
always-
But he's talking about how, hey, I grew up on the streets. He's getting ready to give us some more expository dialogue about his whole deal.
Them other leeches, man. They be sucking the damn life out of these streets.
Oh no. It's a spookometer mission. These can be truly annoying depending on how sensitive the spookometer is.
It's 2 car lengths, right? That's how far you stay behind the woman when you're harassing her?
But part of what makes it not that big a deal, like I remember the spookometer mission from Grand Theft Auto 3 being one of the ones I failed several times playing it on original hardware back in the day. The big difference being now, spookometer seems more forgiving in these more recent games, although I remember playing it for my LP and being like, oh, that wasn't that bad. It might have just been I'd never played a trailing mission like that before and just was really bad at it. But the other thing was, the car is now marked on our mini-map. So if I lose visual contact, we're not boned.
You got something else in your veins.
Man, I ain't touched that shit in years. Who you been talking to, man? I'm clean, man. Serene. Fucking serene.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You ever thought about doing some TV? You might be able to get a series of the back of mine, you know? Ego, Bellic, Street Justice, bro.
Not really my seed.
Just wait till you see your face in the screen, man. Maybe you change your mind then.
Yeah, I always wanted to be a well-known idiot.
So say to me, Manny, why you do this? Why you want to clean up the streets
You know,
so bad? What's your passion?
I'm starting to realize that Nico is basically John Marston as a Eastern European in the future. Well, in the future of Red Dead Redemption. Oh no, Orange Cassidy's coming. Get ready to, if you're Jim Cornette, get ready to fast forward. Actually, this is one of the ones, well, this is one of the songs where I'm like, oh, this might be a copyright right here. You know, the riff tracks, the Star Wars Hollywood special cut out a lot of, they put it up for free on YouTube, but they cut out a lot of the musical stuff, including the Starship. No, it was Jefferson Starship. I can't remember. It was Jefferson Starship at that point, not Starship. And it was not this version of Starship or Jefferson Airplane or Jefferson. Or, is this even Jefferson Starship or Airplane, or am I just getting things really turned around? Anyway, they cut out a song which is probably a lot less well known than this one. I guess I'll just let it play through now and find out, but if this is copyright strike stuff, then I guess I'm redoing part of the audio.
Stay away from his ass.
Yeah. There's no actual spookometer marked, but we do get our little verbal warning if we get too close. And as I said, it makes a huge difference. You tell me, I can't pay attention to this. You tell me, gentle viewers.
You best pull up behind them, man.
You tell me if the route that guy took is incredibly, like, it looks like it is. Like, was it really winding around in circles that made no sense or not? But
follow him into that warehouse and get rid of the dealers.
You gonna come help, Mr. King of the Streets?
I thought you were going to clean up the streets.
Hey,
Yeah.
the message is what's important, man. It don't matter who gives it. I, for one, ain't in this shit for the ego trip. You taking my money,
Hey,
aren't
cool.
you?
He's got a
My
Manny
voice.
Escuela.
I'm gonna go back and get Jake.
He's got a special biker helmet with his own little logo and color scheme. It's kind of amusing to me. Alright, so last time I was playing this game, I was playing Lost in the Damned, so you get familiar with, I don't have the same weapons. Matter of fact, I'm significantly better armed at this point in Lost in the Damned. That game just throws shotguns at you like they're candy. Although your ability to make money is, like in that game, I was trying to get I couldn't get banker trucks to spawn. I was just goofing around trying to find things I could do just to have fun. And I was trying to make money, and Well, is there a reason to be up? Because I was trying it. When the streets closes a door, they open a window. Get up in that shit. Well. Okay, we can't call him back. We don't actually... I guess that means we never get his number? Anyway, they're trying to tell you how to get in, because I was a little confused. I was thinking that it had something to do with being... Well, we can certainly... Yeah, it does look like we can get over... Maybe there's a sky window? Like I said, I played through this a couple of weeks ago with some booze in my hand, and I don't actually remember it because it was fairly late in the session of drinking with the bourbon and coke. Maybe more than one, but it does look like this is where I'm supposed to come in. Okay. Maybe I was supposed to drop down before I alerted them, but I had this notion that...
Be scared!
I kind of had a notion that... Are you still alive? Okay. Well, I do remember... Yeah, okay, I do remember something about this because I was searching for a neat place from which to attack the guys in that mission with the Russians. I was searching for a place that was actually from this mission, which is that I can go up some stairs here and get a different vantage point. What's annoying about this is that yeah, I keep focusing at a guy who isn't the guy I really want to be focused on. Okay, apparently it's not working the way I thought it was there. I keep forgetting how to get off of the wall. Well, it's not good to just stand right there and get shot by that guy, but I'm just trying to grab this guy's ammo, but it's just pistol, so it probably wasn't worth exposing myself to danger for anyway. I'm not trying to switch focus. Well, listen to really slowly playing rap music here. And if you get in trouble, there's a sprunk machine for health replenishment.
You're glad you made with me?
Okay, it doesn't look like I guess I did kill the guy in the loader here.
He's in my sights. I'm returning his ass.
Oh, well, there's only one left. It's usually, for sanity's sake, it's usually better to just run up to them and kill them. Alright, well, that was actually fairly simple. There might be an armor pickup in here for free, but we barely took any damage at all. That went very smoothly, actually. So yeah, we're helping clean up the streets here. I guess we got to shoot out the door. See, this seems like we should go into the office and get... Ah! It's a health pickup in the office. I wonder, a health pickup right after you beat all the enemies? Again, I don't remember this mission that clearly from the other week, but I'm starting to think it ain't actually over.
Stay away from me.
I don't know if we'll have more enemies outside or possibly just have to flee from the cops or something. Or it could be over.
The fearsome street warrior stands outside the site of another gangland massacre.
That's right.
Oh, but
What?
okay.
What?
Oh, could you walk out of there just one more time? We need to get the shot just right.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I can put my foot through your face if you like. I don't mind doing that again and again till I get it right.
Hey,
Nico, you should probably say something about not wanting to be on camera, even if you don't get into it specifically.
Top,
yeah, right here. Wait, where you going?
more senseless death than the police aren't even here yet. Help has only one name on the streets of South Bowen. Manny Escuela.
That's right. Follow me. We'll be prepared. Street life ain't pretty.
Yeah, I think so. We get $1,000, and Manny is a new contact. Perhaps we can be friends. Perhaps we can go bowling.
Streets need to sleep. Streets need to eat. So they don't answer the phone the whole time. Drop a message after the beep.
All right. Well, I'm pretty sure this is where we parked our bike. And it ain't here no more. But we have a new message from Roman, the Roman. Nico, have you heard from the boyfriend yet? Check your email at Internet Cafe. Love, Rom. Oh, it's our brother. It's, see, it didn't even occur to me. He's not cousin, who is it? Cousin Larry and cousin Balky. Like, off screen, trying to think of names for these videos, it occurred to me I should be making Perfect Strangers jokes, but I haven't watched an episode of Perfect Strangers in decades. But the other thing is, and I keep making jokes about, oh, he's Roman the Roman. I've also made passing jokes, or rather, I could be making if he abbreviates his name to Rom. Well, that would make us Quark, and he would be our idiot brother Rom. There's just, the opportunities are endless for me to make dumb references that nobody knows about or cares about. I'm trying to think, what's more obscure, Perfect Strangers or Star Trek Deep Space Nine? Deep Space Nine is newer. I think Perfect Strangers is kind of like a legendary example of just a dumb sitcom that lasted longer than it probably should have. It's on the short list of sitcoms. Like, people know the name of the sitcom and will not acknowledge having watched it. It's like Alf. Like, everybody remembers there was a thing called Alf, and it's just kind of on this list of like legendary cheesy nostalgia that nobody actually would ever want to reboot in any way. So we will throw down a save here. We have helped clean up the streets. And we still got love for the streets. We've helped to clean up the streets. We have official confirmation from the game that we should go check our email. Which basically, if we go check our email and he hasn't responded to us to allow that plot to advance, then I'm like, what the fuck, game? Why are you giving us that trigger? I'm getting triggered, game. Anyway, yeah, so let's call that one a video. We've been introduced to the character of Manny Escuela, and I don't know why I feel compelled to do these little possible spoilers, but this is about as far as I've played in this game within the last many, many years. But Manny Escuela is another guy I remember thinking, he seemed like he was going to be a huge deal in the story, and he kind of may not be. We will definitely be meeting characters who are introduced like they're going to be a big part of the narrative and then drop out. Again, Sometimes this happens because they're being introduced here and they're going to be a major part of either Lost and Damned or Ballad of Gay Tony. And sometimes they just introduce characters. I don't know, Rockstar's weird like that. It's like I have the same thing anytime I play a Tales game, and there's like a completely unique character sprite, and then they just end up being a generic NPC that for some reason they gave a unique character sprite to. So Manny Escuela's unique character sprite, we'll see how much he has to offer in future videos, but he's probably not going to be a big part of the next video where we go on our first and possibly last gay date and use the confirmed bachelor perk to eliminate another problem for Brucie. Handsome men who are attracted to other men are a problem for Brucie, as the game jokingly suggests on several occasions, because it's a problem with Brucie's sense of self. We'll catch you